Good evening. All deities are external manifestation of humanity's internal divinity. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Foreign Ministry fully committed to assist Bahrainis in Ukraine. Work to begin at Kuwait Health Center expansion project. Saudi Arabia lifts outdoor mask, social distancing mandates. Saudi revealed details of world's first non-profit city. Chinese city reports Omicron outbreak among students.
News in detail. Foreign Ministry fully committed to assist Bahrainis in Ukraine. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs said it is in constant communication with the Bahraini citizens who are in Ukraine in order to ensure their safety and guide them to ways to facilitate their departure from Ukrainian territory. The number of Bahraini citizens and residents in Ukraine at the start of the military operations was 32, and the ministry has been able to facilitate the exit of 9 of them through safe ports in cooperation and coordination with embassies in the capital Kiev. Deputized by His Majesty the King, National Guard Commander crowns AlKhalidiyah. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa deputized National Guard Commander General His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Isa Al Khalifa to attend His Majesty the King's Cup Final, which opposed AlKhalidiyah and East Rifa. The Cup Final was also attended by the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports First Deputy Chairman General, Sports Authority Chairman and Bahrain Olympic Committee President, His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and other officials and fans of both teams. The National Guard Commander crowned AlKhalidiyah, which won the trophy after beating East Rifa through penalty shootouts at Bahrain National Stadium. He conveyed greetings and congratulations from His Majesty the King to AlKhalidiyah on the achievement, expressing pride at attending the Cup Final on behalf of His Majesty the King. Work to begin at Kuwait Health Center expansion project. Assistant Under Secretary for Construction and Maintenance Projects at the Ministry of Works, Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning, Sheikh Mishal bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, said that procedures are being completed to commence the expansion and renovation projects of the Kuwait Health Center in Kersakan. He indicated the project includes the expansion of the existing building by adding a 2-story building at the front side, including an administration office, a meeting room, consulting offices and services at the ground floor, in addition to a dental department and services at the first floor. It is to be noted that the tender board had awarded the tender for the project last January. Shura Chairman praised His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister's US visit. Shura Council Chairman Ali bin Saleh Al Saleh stressed the importance of the visit of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, to the United States of America. He underlined the strategic significance of the visit, which came amid regional and international developments, stressing Bahrain's drive to develop partnership and cooperation with brotherly and friendly countries, in line with the directives of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. The visit shows the depth of Bahrain-US bilateral relations and reflected the level of joint cooperation to face regional and global challenges, he said, stressing defense partnership and economic and trade cooperation. Works Minister unveils development projects in Northern Area Municipality. Works, Municipalities Affairs and Urban Planning Minister Essam bin Abdullah Khalaf said that the sanitation projects are among the priorities of the Works Ministry and the government, noting that work is in full swing to complete the infrastructure of the sewage projects in the kingdom. Khalaf indicated that the old regions in the kingdom have been connected to the sewage network completely, adding that most new areas have also been connected to the sewage networks, while work is underway to connect the remaining ones. The minister was speaking while meeting the chairman and members of the Northern Area Municipal Council with the participation of a number of senior officials from both sides. He lauded The constant support of the Ministerial Committee for Development and Infrastructure Projects and the Ministry of Finance and National Economy for the Works Ministries projects. Today's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hospital and Medical Centers.
Gulf Air signs as official carrier of Bahrain International Air Show 2022 and 2024. Bahrain's national carrier Gulf Air and Civil Aviation Affairs, represented by Bahrain International Air Show Group, signed an agreement to sponsor the Bahrain International Air Show in its two editions for 2022 and 2024. The signing was part of the efforts made by the higher organizing committee of the Bahrain Exhibition International Aviation, chaired by personal representative of His Majesty the King and chairman of the organizing committee, His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Khalifa. It was also in response to the directives of His Majesty on the importance of coordination, cooperation and community partnership with leading national companies to contribute to supporting the national economy and the comprehensive development in Bahrain. Indian Ambassador His Excellency Shri Piyush Srivastava awarded winners of the grand finale of Devji BKS Balakalolsavam 2022. His Excellency Shri Piyush Srivastava awarded winners of Devji BKS Balakalolsavam 2022 in the grand finale of the annual talent festival conducted by Bahrain Keraliya Samajam. Close to 1,000 children participated in over a month-long art, painting, music, dance and writing competitions. The event also witnessed a beautiful bouquet of cultural performances by children. Now we will be back after a very short break. Welcome back. Saudi Arabia lifts outdoor mask social distancing mandates. Saudi Arabia will lift precautionary and preventive measures related to combating the coronavirus pandemic as of Saturday, an official source in the Ministry of Interior said. Measures including social distancing and wearing masks outdoors are no longer mandatory in the kingdom, Saudi press agency reported. The Interior Ministry also said social distancing in the two holy mosques and all mosques in the kingdom would end, but worshippers still have to wear masks. Saudi Arabia will no longer require travelers to undergo mandatory COVID-19 quarantine upon arrival in the kingdom. Passengers will also no longer need to provide a PCR test upon their arrival. The kingdom has also lifted the suspension of direct flights and arrival to the kingdom from the following countries: South Africa, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique, Malawi, Mauritius, Zambia, Madagascar, Angola, Seychelles, United Republic of Comoros, Nigeria, Ethiopia and Afghanistan. All arrivals to the kingdom on visit visas of any kind are required to get insurance that covers the cost of treatment from any coronavirus infection. Makkah's Grand Mosque no more requires permit for prayer. The Ministry of Hajj and Umrah announced on Saturday that there is no need for obtaining a permit and taking an appointment to perform prayer at the Grand Mosque in Makkah. Worshippers can pray at the two holy mosques and visit the grave of the Prophet without the need to issue any permits. Issuing permits will still be applied to perform Umrah and pray at Al-Rawda Sharifa. The Saudi Food and Drug Authority recommends performing allergy tests for cosmetic products. The Saudi Food and Drug Authority noted the importance of performing an allergy test for all cosmetic products, especially hair dyes, by applying a small amount of the product and leaving it for 2 days to ensure that the skin is not allergic to the product. Some wrong practices of cosmetic products, especially hair dyes, cause irritation and many side effects such as redness and itching on the scalp and hair loss, in addition to skin burns and shortness of breath, Saudi press agency reported. SFDA stressed the need to avoid hair dyes in the first month of pregnancy and mixtures of unknown origin, as the risk of infections from cosmetic products in the form of herbs increases when used incorrectly. It also warns against mixing of different hair dyes or with any chemical due to the damage it causes to the hair and scalp. Saudi revealed details of world's first non-profit city. Mohammed bin Salman Foundation has revealed on Saturday details on the Prince Mohammed bin Salman non-profit city master plan, the first of its kind in the world. Wadi Hanifa lies to the north of the city, while the Irqa neighborhood lies to the south. Along with the Western Ring Road, the city occupies an area of around 3.4 square kilometers, and its general master plan includes residential areas with 500 villas and townhouses, as well as 6,000 apartments with multiple floor plans accommodating around 18,000 residents. Saudi school students gear up for in-person exams. After 2 years with no exams in person for primary school students, Saudi students are looking forward to doing their exams on Sunday for the second semester amid COVID-19 preventive measures. Education departments and offices are following up on the preparations of schools and will assure the readiness in terms of regulating entry and exit from exam rooms, providing sanitizers and masks, maintaining social distancing and following upon precautionary measures in school transport in accordance with the precautionary measures endorsed by the Public Health Authority. The ministry has set up committees to supervise the exams, follow up the tests at the end of the second semester of this academic year, monitor and audit grades and give out results and grade sheets. Sydney faces more rain as death toll from Australian floods rises. Sydney, Australia's most populous city that has been drenched in rain for days, braced for more heavy downpours on Sunday as the death toll from flooding across the country's east rose to 17. A wild weather system that dumped more than a year's worth of rainfall over a week in southern Queensland and northern New South Wales brought widespread destruction, leaving thousands of people in the states displaced and sweeping away property, livestock and roads. 17 people have been killed since the deluge began, including a Queensland woman whose body was found on Saturday, according to police, Reuters reported. The Bureau of Meteorology of NSW said a new weather system could bring another round of heavy rains across NSW, of which Sydney is the capital, raising risks of flooding. Chinese city reports Omicron outbreak among students. The Chinese port city of Qingdao reported 88 new coronavirus cases on March 5, all of them of the Omicron variant, fueling China's highest number of daily locally transmitted cases so far this year. China recorded 329 new coronavirus cases on the mainland on Saturday, 175 of them locally transmitted, the National Health Commission said on Sunday, compared with 102 local cases a day earlier. The Qingdao outbreak was mainly among middle school students in Laixi County, the Qingdao Municipal Health Commission said. Laixi County will implement a second round of mass testing on March 7th, a Qingdao official said at a news conference on Sunday, adding that there was no major risk of further outbreak, Reuters reported. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.